He's a bitter man.
With no further ado, please put your hands together and welcome the extremely fabulous boys from the All-Night Chemist!
I'm sure that my doctor's a pervert because of things that he gets me to do. He said, go behind the curtain, I'll tell you what to do. Take off your clothes, I'll examine you. When I pulled back the curtain, he was naked too. I'm sure that my doctor's a pervert.
Did you know we're two sides of the same coin? He's like, he's a pessimist and I'm an optimist.
Yeah.
And you're like, your glass is half empty and I'm always, oh, we've got a glass. That's really nice.
You gotta get it where you can. Well, I was walking through this cornfield when I met a lovely horse. He was a wild stallion. I was a gentleman, of course. When I looked into his eyes, I knew there was something there between us. But I had to walk away. Have you seen the size of a horse's penis? Strange love, you gotta get it where you can. Get it anywhere you can. Strange love with an animal, a woman or a man. You gotta get it where you can.
We did a lot of weddings. We don't seem to do so many
No,
now. We've got
people-
one planned for a couple of years' time, but we did a wedding gig. We used to run about 10 o'clock at night and everything could be fantastic when everybody had enough to drink and they all thought musical knob gaggers was hilarious. But we got to one wedding where they had a wedding planner and they made us go on at 6 o'clock.
So you got loads of kids running around.
So they insisted we went on at 6 o'clock, so we insisted that we got paid in cash up front, and we started the gig at 6 o'clock, and I think by about 12 minutes past 6, we
Yeah,
was
12
in the
minutes
car,
past.
counting the money, and there was loads of little kids in this wedding venue running back going, "Mummy, what's anal sex?
Mummy, how big is a horse's penis?
Why are these two men looking at me?" It was a wonderful time.
What's Viagra, Mummy?
But the cake was lovely, and
The cake was
the
lovely.
bar staff loved
The
it.
bar staff, I absolutely loved it, the bar staff.
But if
They stopped work and came and sat at the side of us while we were doing it, and they were absolutely into it.
It was a
big
fantastic
time.
wedding now.
Yeah, the wedding planner thought we were dreadful.
If you listen very carefully, you can still hear the bride and groom crying now. It's
So now, God, is this the pattern for the rest of our lives?
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Mr. Anthony Edwards. We nearly did a gig. In Wales, a little place called Tavin, and they must have thought we was a folk group. And then somebody showed them a clip of us on YouTube doing a song about having sex with a horse. And they phoned up and they cancelled the gig. So as quick as a flash, I thought it was out. Manger in Wales, my friend. If we change the words to having sex with a sheep, would that be any better? And they banned us completely. But just to let you know, we've never shagged a sheep in my life.
Well,
and I fingered a couple.
Toured all around the country doing open mics. We did a lot of open mics.
A lot of open mics.
Because we was really getting somewhere, and then
and we thought this is
COVID came and stopped everything.
Yeah, because we started doing support for Tom Stade, and we were supposed to be doing a national tour, and we did the first one. I'm sure he arranged that, you know.
Then COVID came.
Then COVID came the next day when it shut down. Everything shut down. The world shut down.
And then because of COVID, we did nothing for 6 years, and then we found out that COVID only lasted 18 months. So I don't know what happened there.
It was Dr. Phil's Bedside Manor was the programme, and he was doing. Dr. Phil Hammond was doing a show about the NHS on Radio 4, and it was how the NHS had coped with the pandemic, and they did a show live from Tony's hospital. Tony works for the NHS, and did the song Dogging, which went down well. You can still catch that on BBC Radio 4 Extra, catch up BBC Sounds. There was that. We did get recorded for BBC Radio Derby. But all that ended up on that was the introduction by the MC. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the boys from the All Night Chemist. Round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the boys from the All Night Chemist. That was the BBC Radio Derby. So that went that way. Do you remember that really wonderful hotel we did, that other wedding, where everything went absolutely swimmingly well? That really gorgeous place down at Coventry.
Yes,
I can't remember what it was called, but it was a really, really nice golf club
yeah,
hotel.
It's a bit like Downton Abbey type.
Downton Abbey, that was
gorgeous.
it. I've got some pictures of it. It was absolutely superb.
And it closed down about 3 weeks after.
Yeah, it closed down about 3 weeks. I think it was that one. Everywhere you go, you get one person who doesn't like you, and this one woman, as soon as we started, she absolutely hated us, and she made sure that her husband knew she hated it as well, because she physically dragged him out of the room while he was still laughing, made him leave his drink on the table, and she went and sat in the bar, in this cold, empty bar, and she gave him a right earful. She gave him a right verbal dicking while they were sitting there. And we came out all smiles and grinning and toothy.
That's it. I remember saying to her, Mum, don't you ever come to one of my shows again.
I went down to the local bordello. The girls in there did everything they could. We tried every position in the Kama Sutra, but I'm telling you, man, it just ain't do no good. So I bought myself some hardcore pornography, and I fantasized about every woman in town. And I phoned up the girl from Bait Station, but after an hour she put the telephone down. Now I'm pulling it, and I'm poking it, and I'm rubbing it, and I'm stroking it, but the goddamn thing will not go away. And I'm flicking it, and I'm yanking it, and I'm pulling it, and I'm spanking it, but it looks like it's here to stay. Ah, yes, ladies and gentlemen, stay.
I play bass guitar. Well, I don't play it so much now because I've got arthritis in my fingers. And I play a 6-string guitar, which I've had this 6-string guitar nearly 40 years, so it's well worn indeed. And the trick to getting a good sound on guitar is never change your strings. A lot of people say change them all the time, but don't. In fact, I've had the guitar 40 years and I've had the string for 43 years. I bought the strings first because I thought that would be a good way to get into music. And drums, I can play the drums, not very well, but I play them, a bit of the hi-hat and everything. That's very nice. And I used to be able to play the harmonica, but I can't play it anymore, which is a shame, really. And I enjoy it. I made a CD, which is very good, called Big Knobs and Broomsticks. And there was supposed to be an harmonica player on there, but I couldn't play the harmonica. It was terrible. And it's available for sale at gigs. You can buy the gigs for £5, or you can download it off Spotify for $2.99, or you can wait 6 months and get it off eBay for about 50 pence. That's a consumer tip for you there.
I stood there for an hour or more, and I watched you sleep last night. Your hair shone like gold in the pale moonlight, and I will love you more than you will ever know. As I stand here on this ladder, looking in through your bedroom window. Stay away, stay away. That's what the restraining orders say. No matter how I cry, no matter how I beg, they just won't take this tag off my leg.
I did the recording on my own, and it came out rather well, so you better be careful. And it's called Big Knobs and Broomsticks. We just stood in front of a microphone and we played for about 9 songs straight after each other. It took 20 minutes to record, and the album's 40 minutes long. Strange, that is strange. So I've used all the songs that we don't use in the set, and we very rarely get to play, because we've got like tons and tons of material. There's a place that we do play somewhere. We won't advertise it, but
You mean the Bear and Wolf?
yeah, where we do about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of songs, and it's all the stuff that we don't normally get to play, because everybody goes, oh, you just do the same set all the time, and then we get to a gig and I go, this is a list of songs what people have asked for.
Yeah.
So we end up doing the same 5 or 6 songs, but we love the songs. They're very good. They're very good. I just love writing songs.
If people can go out and have a good sing and have a good belly laugh, I think they've had a good day. And if people can remember you for doing something nice song-wise, or something funny song-wise, that's it. You know, that's it's worth it. It's well worth it. It doesn't matter what the gig's like. It can be the worst gig in the world. If one person comes up and says that was really funny, or we really enjoyed that song, it makes it all worthwhile.
I'm sure that my doctor's a pervert because of things that he gets me to do. I went to the surgery to get an injection. In the small of my back I felt his erection. I came away with a sexual infection. I'm sure that my doctor's a pervert. I'm sure that my doctor's a pervert because of things he gets me to do. He said, there's a test, it's called drop and cough. Look to the left, I'll tell you when to stop. But I had to hold his balls while I coughed. I'm sure that my doctor's a pervert. Oh, you get to the same one, do you? I'm sure that my dentist's a pervert because of things that he gets me to do. He held my mouth open with a strong clip. When I woke up, he was fastening his zip. He smiled and said, rinse, swallow, don't spit. I'm sure that my dentist's a pervert. My good friend, Mr. Anthony Edwards.